Alright, it's a dark and stormy Tuesday, and we're gonna go up and work on that new job in the rain, try and find a pin, and then quarter mile of just getting to a point where we'll end up setting a pin, and then we're gonna mark line for another quarter mile south. But today I'm just gonna try and get from one point to the other as fast as we can, lay it out and traverse it. Copy. Well, no new tracks. We're closing the gate behind us, so everyone else is probably smart and stayed out of the woods today, but not us. We work in the crud and the bad stuff. All right, heading up into the hills. Copy. Last time I tried to go to this job, I got to right here, and they were in the process of building this brand new bridge. It's pretty nice looking. They built it just for me. Thanks, fellas. It was a whole day wasted because I had to drive all the way around to the other side of the mountain and then cut my way in. There's logs all over in the road. All we could do is basically cut our way to the job and go home. But today, we should have a clear way in now. All right, we made it up here. Unfortunately, the line we're marking is way down there, which is way down there. Holy smokes, we don't even starting to mark till we get down to the bottom of there. And what's even more unfortunate, look at the size of that big old tree. Huge. Well, what's worse is our starting point at the Brass Cap is 200 yards this way through what? Through this. Oh my gosh. That looks horrible, doesn't it? I wonder if I'm gonna actually drive down this road and see if I can see. There's big timber, there's a big timber corner 200 yards that way that I gotta start at on the Brass Cap and somehow get to here that looks over and off this mountain. So maybe I'll drive over there first before I go plowing my way through this with all the equipment. Boy, I hope there's a way to see over there, because 200 yards of that stuff does not look like fun. It looks impenetrable. Yuck, dang brushy reprod. And I don't think it's gonna happen unless I get up to this point and can see. Oh man, I'm screwed. It might be just laying out today, I'm not sure. Well, it's too foggy to see that big timber down there, and it's gonna drop, I think, 150 feet elevation in that 200 yards. I think we're just gonna have to do it, bushwhack. Dang it. And by, I was just finding a place to turn around. There's this monster tree out here. Oh boy, we're gonna get wet today. And it, holy smokes, that thing's big. Oh, and it's a den. Oh, that thing's pretty cool. Look at that, it's all burned out. That's a big one. But from here, where am I looking? There's where we're trying to drop over the edge. Oh, I wish it wasn't so foggy. Somewhere down there is where we got to start. Come up to here and then bail over that steep stuff. Oh, there's a little bit of blue sky right there. Boy, I kind of want to crawl down there and check out that den. Something's been living in there. Huh. Okay, since I don't have the foggiest idea, see what I did there, of what's down in the bottom of this ravine looking back, I'm going to tie a bunch of ribbon up here on something high. Hopefully by the time I get down there, this fog has lifted a little bit. If not, we're screwed. But when I get down there, if it seems like I'm in huge trees and brush and I'll never see out, then we'll just lay out a traverse out of here. But if we can get lucky and see some pink ribbon up high from down there, probably no chance, huh? I kind of don't want to walk down there. All right, now I'm going to kind of approximate where I think the pin is down there and compass and lock in an angle. So when I'm down there looking back, I'm looking for a bunch of ribbon somewhat around south 65 west. Maybe, if we get lucky. All right, well, we're packed light. We're going to traverse today, but going through this stuff, I don't think I would do very good because I'm going to be kind of just wandering lost till I find the thing, and then I'll have my bearings coming back. I think line is somewhere on this timber type change where the big timber hits this little reprod. So probably somewhere through here we will stand, whip out our trusty compass, and say somewhere that yonder, 200 yards-ish, will be a brass cap. And then when we find it, we'll try and figure out hopscotch line of sight back to this road, which won't be fun because hopefully it won't be too much of that going on. Yeah, right. Well, my hope is to get on a good game trail and kind of snake my way through here and get my bearings on my way through and kind of get a sense for if there's any open spots or what. I think we're gonna have a lot of turns to try and get through this line of sight. It's dark. It's dark in here. I have a tough time seeing the vertical plummet. But we're just gonna wander around down. I think we got to drop a ways. So we're gonna just kind of shed hunt our way down here and try and find this brass cap lost in here. It's dark, so the color on this video is not very good, but here's an old rotten chicken of the woods. Mushroom, those things are tasty, but I think it's a little past prime. Okay, looks like here it's just gonna start bailing off real steep. Hey, an orange ribbon. Human sign. Maybe. Ooh, looks like somebody's come through here. Maybe they've already brushed a line for me. It's kind of opening. This might be my route, folks. We'll see. I just bumped some kind of big animal. Heard a couple thumps going through this. This is that bear, and he was just thumping the ground, telling me to stay back. But I'm not gonna stay back. He'll smell me eventually. Run off. Something's right down there. It's fine. We got a weapon. It looks a little lighter over here. Maybe this is our lane to get through here. I don't know. We're just gonna have to pick a slot and go with it and whack stuff until we run into a tree or a hump. Look at these guys. They're kind of cool. Or this guy, he's one. Kind of a rubbery mushroom. We'll have him for lunch. Nom, 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 nom. Okay, so through here, it looks like I'm getting somewhere. I was just trying to get down to where the reprod ended into the timber type change. And then I'd follow that down to the pin, hopefully. And we are somewhere that looks like timber type change. And look at that, there's a post. I've already done this job before. I don't know. Can't remember. Okay, that was easy. We found him. Somebody's been here. Hanging ribbons. This is what we're looking for. 2-inch brass cap. It is the quarter corner of section 1 and 2, set in 1982. When this was probably a clear cut. It was nice and easy. You can see it from the other. Dang, we're doing so good. And then we ran into, just dead blackberry and crud. Whack it. Hey, that knocked about 120 feet off it. Look at that little tunnel. Right arm. We're chipping away at this thing. Not really finding anything that cool, but if we do, I'll make sure and let you see it. All right, we're climbing pretty aggressively. Got our little hole poked through there. Hey, what's this? Up in this tree. Anything in there? I can't see. It's too high for me not to disturb it. Have to find out when I edit my video. Just kidding, I don't edit videos. What you see is what you get. Hey, we actually made it out of here. There's the road, there's the truck. And there's the forester. Copy. So we got that laid out in a relatively short manner, so might as well just traverse this and get this pin tied up to the road. Just do it. feel like I've already been up this before. We're cruising, turning and burning. Boy, this would be the place to come in September, because chicken of the woods are growing all over these logs. Okay, almost back up to the gun. All right, I hiked back to get this, because tomorrow, that's gonna be my backside. I'm gonna set up here and head down the mountain. I don't know why I didn't see this before. Check out this find. Been here for a little bit. That's what they used to stamp logs on the end of the truck. F8, or what's that say? Squiggly line F8. Let's whack something, how about? No end cuts around here to whack, but maybe this guy. No, you're supposed to whack the end. It don't work when you're whacking stuff. Anyways, let's start working. We've got one angle turned in here. Move this forward. I think we got like 3 or 4, or no, 5 turns. This might be number 6 laid out coming back from the pin. I don't remember. Well, you know, this really isn't going as bad as I thought it was going to be when I first looked into this brushy stuff, but we're getting her licked pretty quick, actually. We can keep our eyeballs. All right, flip your right. Watch the boot stomp. See if I can squeeze through here. No, I'm gonna get hung up, aren't I? We made her. We're there. Okay, looking back at what would be my back sight, except for it is actually my foresight, because I'm running this traverse backwards. I'm traversing towards the pin, but I am backsighting and shooting my way out so that when I keep going, my angles all be going this direction instead of half my angles going that way, and then at the road, my angles start going that way. Instead, I'm just running it backwards. So what I'm gonna go set up right now will be my backsight, and I'll turn angles this way, even though I'm working this way. If that makes sense. Look at this big old conch mushroom I knocked off of this big old stump. Face cut. Look at the size of this thing. Big old bugger. All right, hike back. Finally set up on the cap. Let's get this sucker in the book, how about? Maybe since I'm down here, I ought to poke around and see if I can find some bearing trees. There'll probably be stumps in this reprod, but might as well give it a minute since I'm down here. This is one of the reasons why I'm glad I'm not a licensed surveyor. There's that cap we're set up on. The one we were going for, the quarter corner between 1 and 2. And I'm looking for bearing trees in here, la-di-da-di-da-di-da. And what did I find? An iron pipe out here in the middle of nowhere with a bunch of survey ribbon around it. Okay, that's that. And then what do we got over here? If I can get through this, what do we got over here? A pipe and cap. And this says what? Section 5 and 6? 1 and 6? Must be a jog in here. Section 1 and 6. So there must be a jog in the section line running east-west. Pretty sure I better look and make sure I'm tying the correct one. Yeah, I'm tying that one. Or am I tying this one? Better look at some stuff. Here's an old tag for something. Bearing north 4 feet to the quarter corner, but what did this come off of? Horseshoes and hand grenades. Look at that. Just making a big loop around the quarter corner. And that looks to be a monster stump with a bearing tree tag in it up here. So, got one for this. Hopefully it says section 1, and I'll probably have to come back in here and do new live bearing trees. But look at that scar, big old scar. There's scribing back in there. No, 6. I was reading that wrong. Section, that was 1 and 2, that's 1 and 6. I don't know. I cut it too high to see the scab. Anyways, that's kind of cool. Let's turn this last angle and get out of here. How about? All right, we got her licked. I just got to go get that rod off the cap. Pack all this poo up out of this hole and go home. Oh, we made it out of there. Tomorrow we'll bail off of there. I'm not sure whether to go up here. Still got a ways to go before we need to mark line, like way down in there. Not sure if we'll come up here or just get into that reprod. But that's what we'll be doing tomorrow, is jump off the world all the way down to the fields at the bottom. It's not gonna be fun. Anyways, glad you got to see me.